Welcome back, everybody! My name is Easy Now, and you guys are awesome. But what is awesome is being able to stop your game from lagging, whether it's Black Ops 3 or any type of multiplayer game, down to even Destiny as well, to make your game experience on PvP even better than it can be. So first and foremost, this product review is a NETDUMA router, the R1 gaming router. Now I've got to be honest with you guys, I had this sent to me for free by the company, but this no way influences my review on this product. It's all my complete 100% honest opinion. Now the actual router itself can be quite pricey. In terms of UK, it's £150 or £160, one or the other, which is about $220. So it's quite expensive for a router, but with my review, hopefully you may determine that it's worth buying, because in short, in my opinion, it's 100% worth buying. So what the router can do is congestion control, which means people outside of a certain radius that you choose cannot join your game, meaning, in the easiest way of putting it, that people from America, for me, can never join my game, because I only set my range to Europe, so that only people from Europe will join, and usually under a certain ping. But we'll get into that just a little bit on the website. You'll see what I mean when I explain that. First of all, let me show you the router. So this here is the router, and I'm sorry that you can see all the wires and my suitcase. It's just something I didn't plan ahead of time, but this is the NETDUMA router. This is my original router, which is the Virgin Super Hub. Now, what you need to do to set up the NETDUMA correctly is have only one wire going from your old router to the NETDUMA, and that is just literally connecting your initial router, if you've got one, to your NETDUMA. Now if you have any other setup, I can't really help you with that, but there are some great people who work over at NETDUMA with great customer service who will definitely 100% help you. So I have one wire going from my Virgin Super Hub to my NETDUMA router. Then every other wire that I have, which at the moment is just 2 wires, goes from your NETDUMA router to whichever object you want it to go to. Mine are the Xbox and the PC. But as you can see, this router's good looking, it's small, it's light, it's easy to fit into a small space. So, you know, it's not too over the top or massive and gets stuck and be obnoxious. It's actually a really good, well-designed router. So this right here is the NETDUMA R1 gaming router site, where you go in and maintain your router, change its settings, etc. And there's a lot of things here that I don't really understand or don't even need in my setup. So first of all, this is the main page with their tweet feed, all their links and stuff, and the change logs to recent upgrades, etc. Now if you need to upgrade something, it should do it automatically, and I'll show you why in a second. But if you get a file link or a file sent to you from the guys at NETDUMA, you go to this section here where it says upgrade, you click into there, browse the file and install it. The guys at NETDUMA are awesome. They have amazing customer services and always willing to help, especially me as well, because I'm not gonna lie, this is a very difficult thing to get used to. But once you get used to it and you have the help from these guys, it becomes pretty much second nature. So all this stuff in the section, in the middle section, I never use or touch. I only use host filtering, congestion control, and obviously the settings. Now for the settings, we'll just go in there quickly. You see you got all these different things. I just use UPnP to open the ports. You can do manual port forwarding, but the only thing I use in here are the miscellaneous settings. Now when I first started using this, it was really harsh on my connection. It limited my speeds dramatically, and I did not get the idea of what to do until I spoke to the guys at NETDUMA, and they told me, you know, what to untick and what to tick, etc. And the enable deep packet processing and the enable link local IPv6 were the 2 main things that were really damaging my connection. But now that I have the things ticked and unticked that I need and require, my connection is perfect. What I do like about this as well is the miscellaneous actions here. You can reboot the router from here, so you don't have to get down, unplug the wires, etc. You can just click this one button and restart it. Now the cloud settings here that enable auto cloud and bleeding edge cloud is the automatic upgrade, I believe, what I was just talking about. So, you know, all this stuff is just there to be changed how you feel necessary. Now the main 2 things of why this is a great system is the host filtering. So we're going to go into here first. This is the main brunt of it. Now up here you can see I have Xbox Systems OS, Xbox Live. Now you can select the service to be PS4 or any connection thing that's in your list of devices and enable it so you can see what hosts you are connecting to. Now obviously you can see the map here. Now I live in the United Kingdom, so I'm zoomed in on the United Kingdom, and my distance that I'm searching for other hosts is within Europe, give or take a little bit here and there. But what you can do is change that to however much or little you want, so I can make it really tight so it's just like the majority of the UK and a little bit of Europe, but I usually just go to about here. But I also have ping assist as well, so I normally go about 30 milliseconds because a 30 ping is a decent ping, but 50 is bearable, so I always go with 50 ping. And what this means is that anybody outside of this range, as you can see right now, a little diamond just popped up back here because someone apparently was trying to connect to me. But anyway, so what this means is anyone outside of this blue circle that tries to connect to you will be blocked and not able to join your game because they are out of your range, which means they're going to lag, they're going to have a higher ping. I believe the ping assist doesn't mean that if they're higher than 50 ping they're going to get kicked out immediately, but I feel like if it's a lot higher than 50 then they will get blocked. So what I'm going to do is just join the tower on Destiny, and I'm going to talk about Destiny specifically because obviously it's my main game and a lot of you guys come to me for Destiny content. But what this means for Destiny is slightly different to other games, because other games have a like one host of a game, but when it comes to Destiny, everyone that's in your tower, everyone that's in your game is kind of a host as well. So here we are flying into the tower, and you can see all these red circles appearing on screen. These are just the people that are in the tower with me, so we're all connected together into the tower. When it comes to something like PvP, everyone that's in the game is sort of a host. Now the reason for the range and ping assist is so that the main host of the game, whether it's you or another person, has to be within your range or ping assist, but it works slightly different for Destiny. Now when I first started playing Destiny, what I would do is take the distance all the way down to 0 and just rely on ping assist, but now for some reason it only goes to 111 kilometers. And I actually ran a game of Iron Banner under these conditions you're seeing on screen right now. You'll see a little clip towards the end of this video, but I'll also leave a link in the video description to the entire full game of Iron Banner. But what is important is the smaller the circle, the longer it takes to find a game, and it took probably about 6-7 minutes to find one game of Iron Banner, and you will see why. After about 6 minutes I pushed it up to, I think it was about 1,500, and then it started to drag people into the game. So it definitely does prevent people who are too far away from joining. And as you can see, when I finally did get into the Iron Banner game from start to finish, no matter how bad my gameplay was, I actually had a perfect connection from start to finish. Yeah, some people had less than a full green bar, but there was no lag whatsoever from start to finish. And that's been my Iron Banner experience all this Iron Banner season, as to say, this time it's come around. I've had perfect connections every single game, but just had to wait a little bit longer to find a game. Now when it comes to other games like Black Ops 3 and other PvP games, there's no issue with finding games at all. You just set the settings to what you want and it's just instantly getting into games. Destiny is just a little bit different. You have to be a little bit more patient, but it's definitely worth the reward, because when I tried to play without my NETDUMA enabled, I literally had red bars and just couldn't even run or move, and I was just dying constantly. So this is actually really worth the money, especially for Destiny as well. So the second option thing that I use is congestion control. Now what this is you can set your bandwidth to specific areas and things that are connected to your network. So at the moment my majority of my bandwidth is going into my Xbox because I'm playing on my Xbox. But let's say I wanted to upload a YouTube video, I would just pull that down to meet the rest of them and then put it all into my PC, which means that, you know, it's going to get the majority of the bandwidth, meaning my uploads are going to be quicker and all that great stuff. And you can also change your upload and download cap right here too. So, you know, that's just a little extra thing, but the main brunt of it is what we just seen in the host filtering. So far, I've been using this for about a month, this router, and I am very, very pleased with its results in terms of connection, especially for Destiny, because the one reason why I stopped playing PvP for year 2 was the connections were so bad. But now I can play, it's a bearable connection. Even if there is a little bit of lag every now and again, it's not consistent enough for me to get angry with the game and the lag and the connection. It's probably 1 in every 20 games I get a little bit of lag, but it's in comparison to the old lag that I used to get, it's nothing. So I love this router. If you can afford to spend your money on this and you're looking to invest in something that will increase your connection and how the quality of it, this is definitely worth buying. I totally understand if you can't afford it why you wouldn't buy it, but in my opinion it's definitely worth investing in. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, guys. Hit the like button if you wish to, subscribe if you haven't already. There'll be a video later about Destiny, and I will see you in the next video.